This video is how to change the oil on a John Deere Gator 825i. So we do have the S4. So the tools that you're going to need, one socket wrench, and it's going to need a 14mm socket, and then you're going to need a oil wrench. So I like this rubber handle one. It's small, it flexes, and it's easy to get into this small area. You're also going to need oil, 1030. I'm using Turf Guard, and then you're going to need the oil filter. And for this John Deere Gator, it's the AM107423. So you will start by making sure your horses are out of the way, but after that you're going to lift the back up. So if you have a non-powered unit, there'll be a place right here you pull up and it'll lift it up. If you have a powered unit, then you are going to just come over to your switch and raise it up, and it'll lift up on its own. Now you're going to climb underneath your Gator. You're going to position your oil pan underneath. I'll try to get it so you can see it here. There is kind of a metal protective pan that runs around, but the hole is almost dead center in the middle of where the oil plug is. So you can kind of move that out of the way till you get it loose. You're just going to take your 14mm, put it up and loosen that, and then move the pan over as soon as you get it loose. Once you've broken it loose, you just take your hand and start to unscrew it. Make sure you don't let it fall down into it, because you'll want to clean that up. Make sure that there's a little magnet on the bottom of the oil plug, and you'll want to make sure you clean that up. And also don't lose the little washer that's attached as well. As the oil's draining out, it'll take a little while. Then now's a good time to remove the oil filter. It's not easy to get to, so it's up here on the front. And let me try to zoom into it so you can see where it is. You can see it right there, just the edge. That's why you need such a small oil wrench, because it's kind of hard to get to. All right, so you have it set like this. Slide it over the oil filter, and then pull up on the rubber strap. Let me get a second here. Sometimes they pop out like that. Just pull them back out. It's easier that way. So if you notice, I've switched out. So sometimes when you get them right new from the factory, they're super tight, or sometimes because you put it on too tight the last time you did it, you can't get it off. So this is just a pipe strap wrench, and they work really well. So it's the same basic idea as the rubber, except you have a lot more torque to be able to pull. And so same thing, just put the strap around it, pull it tight, and it already broke loose. And then you'll be able to unscrew the oil filter, catch it so it doesn't spill all over the place, and then lift it straight out. All right, if you look on here, you'll see that there's this rubber ring on the new one. Make sure that the one you pulled out of there has that rubber ring. What sometimes happens is that rubber ring gets stuck to the engine, and then if you don't catch it and you screw this one on, it's not going to be able to make the seal, and so you'll start it up and you're going to see oil pouring out. That's usually the reason, and I noticed that because that happened to me, and I could not figure out. I kept trying to tighten it up and it would not stop leaking. Finally I took it out and I found out that that ring from the prior one was not on, and that happened like a year and a half ago. So you'll want, mine ring did come off. You'll want to get some of the oil and just put a little bit on your finger, and you're just going to put that around that new O-ring, and what that does is it'll help make sure that there's a good seal when you screw it on. So always do it by hand when you are putting it on. Goes on very easily. So you're going to do hand tight, and then you're going to do another, I always do another turn with the wrench after hand tight. So you don't use that big pipe wrench. Use your regular rubber wrench, and then put that on there to tighten it up. You don't want to over tighten it as well. As you can see, the oil has stopped dripping out. We've replaced the filter, so now we're gonna make sure we put that clean oil plug back in. You're just gonna screw it back up in there. Make sure you don't go crazy with the wrench when you tighten it. Just go snug and then just a little bit past snug. All that's left is we need to add the oil. So the oil fill holes here, just unscrew that. Might be a good idea before you unscrew it, see how much dust is around mine? Just clean that off, so you don't want to get any of that inside your nice clean crankcase. And dirty your new oil. So just clean up that area, then unscrew it, and you'll have access. So you're gonna fill it up. It takes 2.3 quarts, which is crazy, but that's what John Deere has designed it. Thought they would have given you more oil in there, but so 2.3, and then check it after you fill it up. You're going to check it right here with the dipstick, let it run for a few minutes, check for leaks, and then turn it off, let it settle, and then check it again to make sure that the oil quantity is correct, because it's going to take a bit of that oil just to fill that oil filter you put on. And that's it.